Full ingredient list and methods in caption.
First thing we're going to do is prep your shallot and your garlic. So I'm going to cut the ends off the shallot, half it, peel it and just chop it finely, and same with the garlic. I'm going to use the microplaner to grate the garlic. If you don't have a microplaner, you can just chop it up finely. Right, so I'm putting a frying pan on the heat, but a medium-high heat. I'm going to use butter. You can use oil if you want. I just like the combination of butter and cream, etc. And what we're going to do is add the shallots into the pan and fry them off for a few minutes, and then we're going to grate in or add the finely chopped garlic and fry for a further couple of minutes. Whilst your shallots are softening, I'm just going to roughly chop the mushrooms. Now bear in mind they release a lot of water and they will shrink in size. I've got mixed wild mushrooms because I'm feeling a bit bougie, and you can add, use chestnut, you can use white mushrooms, just whatever you've got to hand. But some wild mushrooms with your oyster, your shiitake, different woodland mushrooms, I think is quite a nice upgrade to your usual mushrooms on toast. So rough chop, retaining some of the shapes. As you can see, I've got more in here. I'm using about 300 grams, and then I'll be adding these once we've added the garlic and fried that off for a couple of minutes. So your shallot is softened nicely. I'm using a microplaner. I'm going to grate my garlic in. You can add finely chopped, and then once we've added this, give it a mix into the shallots and fry that on a medium heat for another just couple of minutes. So then to the pan, like I said, add your roughly chopped mushrooms. And just allow them to start softening. And last thing I'm going to prep, obviously before toasting your toast, is some chives. So just some fresh chives here, optional garnish. Lifts it, brightens it, adds a bit of freshness. So just chop them finely and we'll put them on at the end. You can also toss a little bit through just before your mushrooms have finished cooking as well. Now see how much that is reduced? That's been between 5 and 10 minutes. I've just continued to cook it on a medium heat. We're going to add the blue cheese now. So I'm using Gorgonzola. Sanagur works well. You can use different blue cheeses, but the joy of Gorgonzola, as you can see, melts really well, nice and creamy. So it is a good cheese for this purpose. So just stir that through until it melts. And then you're also going to add your cream. And just allow that to simmer for just a couple of minutes. Just still on a medium heat. Whilst this is simmering, cut your bread in half and toast it. As I said, you can toss a little bit of the chives through whilst we're simmering, and then just leave some more fresh, vibrant green chives as a garnish at the top as well for serving. You see, after a few minutes, the sauce is thickened up, they're coating the mushrooms, not swimming, that's what we're after. You can taste at this point, season with some salt and pepper if you fancy, and load them up on top of your toasted bread, whether it's sourdough, ciabatta, and then top it with some fresh chives. Can't beat some fresh black pepper.